It's me, Linda, wishing you a wonderful day. So, yes, I wasn't around last week. I was on Fire Island. Yes, you know it was cold and wet. What does one do at a beach when it's raining and cold? Yep, you take a lot of naps wrapped up in a quilt, which is what I did. Just so you get an idea. My great vacation. Snoring away. So, what has happened? My eyes were closed, and all of a sudden, actually, the day before vacation, I went to, we had a sales rep, fabric rep, and some of the fabric has arrived already. A week, but okay. And some of it was ordered last fall, which is how far in advance. And the joke is that I ordered some things twice. Okay, now, what have we received? It's all great. My favorite, we'll get to my favorite. We'll save the favorite. But what we have here is, what we have here, actually this whole group, this is called Coral Reef. Now this was hard to explain. These are kind of small, and they have a boxed background. See that? And it's called Coral Reef, so you've got some corals and the fish and some shells. And so it's nice. Well, what goes with it, says one. And so here's a blender that's called Dark Coral. Now, is that not vivid, huh? Woo! But here comes the Wahoo. I love this one. And they did good. They sent more than 15 yards. Usually these come on 15-yard bolts. This one was 17 and a half. Now, it's just got all these wonderful colors. And there are the fish. So you got a little bit of fish, but lots of color, and it's not floral. But it feels floral. Isn't it amazing? Yes. So this is Coral Reef. I guess it's like splotches like this give you a feeling of floral. But reefs are very colorful. And to go with it, here's this. I called these pebbles. I didn't know what else to call them. I guess I could have called them bubbles. Yeah, I could have called them bubbles. Maybe I'll change the name. Sure. Took me all afternoon just to get all of these in. And then this one. This is, yes, it's a stripe. Look at that. But it's all muted colors. And they look a bit grayer than they are in real life. But it's a stripe, but it's not really. It's really neat. So that's the Coral Reef collection. But this is a stunner. I don't know why. But this probably got me, and then when you get something good like this now, even better, from a different vendor, or a different company. I mean, this is all by Quilting, who's this by? Clothworks. These are all digital. Now, digital is slightly more expensive, and how you tell, kind of, is the back is... it just doesn't have the same feel or look as a printed one does. And you also, do you have the dots on the bottom to see if the colors have been matched? And you don't? I don't see any. Anyway, so look at that. Doesn't that go good? Well, I like orange. I like oranges and reds. So, what's next? Well, now as we're with this one, this is I don't know why they call this one Moonscapes. This is from Dear Stella, and here's a blue, and we bought them to go with this one from Dear Stella. This is I've got it upside down. So I had no idea. We saw the construction and said, boy, we don't have much for baby boys. Well, when it came in, it talked about cats. And then suddenly I realized, well, look, there's a mouse on the drill. Is there a mouse in the truck? And a cat with the loader. And what's this? Another cat? Yep, a cat with flag. Oh, here we go. Cats at work. So it's a cute kind of construction one. And I liked it because everything is so close packed. You cut a square, you'll have something to look at and talk about with the baby. Okay, so here's the one. Here's the one. Hello, world. Check this one out. We had a Sandy Claus, a while ago, and everybody loved it. Now, this one, I saw it and I said, oh, that's got to be funny. So if you have friends in Florida, you can make them something that it's just fun. Look at that. All the different scarves, etc. Now, and the size on this is, again, you cut a square, you'll get a decent size flamingo. Interestingly, these two, this is from QT, but check it out. It goes with the blue moonscapes, goes with the crimson moonscapes, and this is another one we picked up. This is pink texture. Does it go? Oh, no. Why did we pick? We thought it did. We thought if you wanted to go pink, and it has pink and yellow. I wonder if this goes over here. No. I liked it. It's a good blender. But check it out. Oh, the blue, the orange. You could go just grays and whites. In fact, we might have some in the creams or whites, urchin or sand dollar thingies, which would be a great to go with it. Anyway, you gotta admit, it's funny. So, what else do we have? It goes on. Here we go. Now, Linda Rose pointed out to me at one point that I tend to purchase, or I tend toward, painterly styled stuff. And so I saw this and I wanted it, but there were 24 different SKUs in the collection. That gets to be very expensive for something that I like. Now, we have this fat quarter bundle. There's 24 fat quarters. I just wanted you to see the style of these. It's very, as Linda Rose would say, painterly. Yes. Okay, so there's not a particular theme per se. I got to get it back together. But some of these are just really pretty. Oh, look at that combination. I guess maybe what thrills me is just all the colors laying together. And then there's some in here that are more balanced. In other words, you could call this the green. It doesn't have as much variety in the... Oh, look at that. All of it, I wonder. Never mind. I shouldn't do that. I'm saying to myself, I wonder if that would go there. Never mind. Okay, and here's the blue and a more paintered blue. I guess if you were a painter and you just start putting things all over, this might be what it looked like if you started smushing all your paints around. Isn't that lovely? Now, of course, the colors in this picture, like right now, that looks very bright green, but in truth, this is a very dark color. And if I put it, no, it doesn't. And the white now it's not a true white. And look, you can see the pinkies and the grays. Oh, stunneroo. And what else have we got? Oh, see, they let me open this one. Maybe I'll keep it for myself. Anyway, can you tell I like painterly stuff? And this is called Painter's Joy. And the purple, this is a purple, just a real old purple, right? And a red. You got to have some of the basics in there, but with enough texture so that it goes in with the theme of the others. Oh, isn't this sweet? Oh, boy. Oh, that's lovely. Back to the... I know, it's terrible. Terrible to love your product. They tell you that. Don't fall in love with your product. But some of these, I can't help it. In fact, I've stolen some, and there's whole bolts of stuff at home. What am I going to do with a whole bolt of fabric? I don't know. Anyway, these are really, all right. Bored yet? Okay. Now that you're dizzy, and all the rest of these are kind of solid, like, yeah, nothing too exciting. So then, now you know my passions. Well then, onward. Oh, some of these would go, oh, look at the, yes. Oh gosh, look. Come on. Failure link. No, I don't want that. The messages. What do they think I am, right? See that with my pink texture? Oh, ooh. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm having a moment here. Oh. Oh, boy. Like I said, can you tell I'm back from vacation? So this we ordered, okay, oh gosh, an age ago. And I opened it up and I said, Peg, what did we order? And Peg said to me, placemats. So this is a panel of placemats. So there are 6. You can either, and this is the close-up of the fabric, and so you can just cut these out, back them with anything, well, not anything, but you know, and you have placemats. Now, there are 6 here. I have also bought this on the bolt. How about that? And then, if you want variety, I had a hard time describing this in the thing because I thought it was irises, and then I looked and I saw crocuses. Same thing with here. I guess these are delphinium, whatever. So, and then here are some basics to go with it. A yellow or a gold and a lovely stripe in gray and light green. So you could make wonderful quilt with these and have these placemats to accent the whole thing. So that's not everything. Say goodnight to Peggy, everybody. Good night, Peggy. And now, that's not everything. Yes, we have more. In fact, wait a minute, they must have put it in the back. They tend to say to me, so what do you want for Live at 5? And I say $1 million, but they never give me $1 million. But here we are. Ta-da-da-da. The rest of of the stuff that came in. Now, you do remember, that's, I forget, is it Jerry Springer? No, Here is Festivus. I don't know which show it was, but they came up with the name for the holidays as Festivus. And so QT has decided to make a whole line called Festivus, and it's the same pattern, but in different colors. So I'm getting a whole bunch more of this in more holiday colors later in a couple of months. But the gray, we had to spread out your order so you can pay for it. But it's Festivus, and this was in gray, and it's kind of really nice. Kind of goes with a lot of things. Now, this one is called Electric Butterflies. Now, what struck me is the picture that came up didn't have this bright, big blue splotch. And it looked a lot greener and purpler. So you got to come in to see this one. We were trying to get the one that had dragonflies that really went out so quickly because it was so gorgeous. This is just, it's butterflies, and they are stunning! And to go with them, some purple and green. Now, what else we had purchased, just to keep you happy, some new Judaica. I've had Judaica. I have Judaica around for a lot, and so this is a Judaica that'll go anytime, but this is a Hanukkah Judaica here. And, oops, so is this one. But I liked this one because of all the floral in there. And you still have the doves and the menorah. And this is a basic kind of to balance everything out. So if you have a friend you want to make a table runner for their holiday, guess what? We've got the fabric. And finally, now you remember this one, this wild and crazy quilt panel. I know, I have my moments and they all kind of crazy. This one, so I could not afford the whole collection. I got two, but I ordered, much to my surprise that I forgot, some fat quarters. So here's a fat quarter bundle. So there's a white with, oh look, it's got little thingies in it. There's whites and other colors that could be used with this panel, including this edging here, which is also on the edge of this panel. So this bundle could help you make a more variety. But I'm going to have to make something. Oh, every time I say, kidding. I tried, come on. I had one for another panel, and I stacked up all of the pieces in the back here on the table after they were cut and all, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. Gone. Whoosh. That's the trouble. When you have too much stuff, everything goes whoosh out it's somewhere, but we haven't found it yet. Anyway, we have a whole pile of new fabric, and now we have to make room for it. So it means our clearance area will be getting crowded again. Life is more exciting. Now then, I want to make sure that all of you remember this this quilt here. What's that? Close that. Turn that. This is called Crazy Hearts by Linda Hopkins, and she's teaching this June 14th and 28th, and we really want to fill this up. This is such, really, you can get for $8 for one kit and $10 for two kits what you need, all these buttons and all. So don't be crazy scared by the buttons and the velvets and all of that. Linda has that for you in a kit. But learning how to make this almost invisible applique is worth it alone. When Linda explained it to me, I was a little dizzy with it, but it really, it's worth it to take this class and learn all the neat things that your sewing machine can do. Look at just applying the lace sometimes, and here using your bobbin work with silk. Look at that. That makes such an interesting ruffled piece. Oh, right there, look at the green. That's all bobbin work. See the beige? So you have got to take this class June 18th and 28th, 10:30 to 1:30. It's a wonderful, look at that. I'm so, oh, I got some stuff. Never mind. Maybe I have to sign up for this. Gotta look. Do we have the 28th? Oh, I'm going to be down in Virginia. I'm going to go down to the Road to Virginia quilt show. Road to California has come to the east, and they call it Road to Virginia. And it's in Richmond, where my son lives. So I've got a way to see my son, see what he's doing, say hello to the puppies. The grandchildren have tails. Yeah, anyway, some of you understand fully. And we hope that you will come in and visit us. Look at all of these wonderful things. I haven't been out here. And all of a sudden, and somebody didn't explain to me, oh boy, Kathy Ann made some pillowcases out of the Susie B fabric. Here, oh boy, and we hung them up without a sign. That's not good. This is a pillowcase with the fish. Isn't that great? And a little red bit. And then another one with the animals. Whoops, maybe I should step back. Hard to see. So, those are things that are going on. And all my youngins, I have 3 employees under the age of 20. Isn't that scary? And we had them up crawling around and making sure that we had everything numbered and displayed. So come in and see how hard my youngins worked to make the store more visible for you. I'm glad you're watching. We look forward to seeing you. So have a great weekend, even though I'm told it's supposed to rain tonight. And that's it. I don't know about tomorrow. I wasn't listening to the weather like usual. So do come in, and we will see you soon. Bye now from Sew What's New, and yarn too. Bye-bye.